This is my home. I live an off-grid life, out in the countryside, living a peaceful, tranquil life. And most of my days I spend sitting on the roof, just simply observing, listening, breathing, connecting with nature, connecting with myself. On this episode, I head for the hills with my good friend PaoloC. We reach for the sky, get high, and on our ascent, discover something strange within. And on the hottest of nights, I stay cool. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Here I am on the Canal, been living here for 7 years, and it's a wonderful alternative lifestyle. It can take a little bit getting used to, and for me it's about minimalism, it's about cutting down, not having as many things, and that I think that's one of the big things in life is that we sometimes have too much, and we just gather this and that, and you know, it's surprising how much you can accumulate in things that you get attached to, and sometimes we have to let go. And when you move onto a narrowboat, that's one thing you find that you have to do is let go. And then there's the other thing about let go in as well. I let go about all your worries and issues and traumas, but coming on the canal, out in nature, having the space, having that tranquility, you're able to find some love for yourself and deal with them traumas or experiences that you've not really liked and that you've been through, and come to terms with them. And that's what narrowboat life has done for me. It's brought me to a better place. It's slowed my life down, and I experience beautiful things. And although there are experiences that may be uncomfortable and you don't like when you're living on a narrowboat, and that you have to do, it can be challenging, hard work at times. It's turned that hard work into something that's more acceptable and even enjoyable, and that's by slowing down, not going too fast. And that's what life is about on the canal. When you come down here and live here, you slow down. And especially if you're out in nature, like I like cruising around up and down the canal, mooring up at sites like this. I'm very lucky to be able to do this, and I know a lot of you out there can't do that, but you know, change can happen. It can happen. You can make it happen if you really want to do it. We're only a little bit into the video, but I'd like to say a big thank you to my Patreon subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. And also everybody that's bought me a coffee, buy me a coffee. I'm very grateful for that. I do need the finance to keep me going filming. It does go towards cameras and equipment, and to keep my channel alive and keep sharing my wonderful experiences with you. So much appreciated for that, and thank you for you if you're a new viewer just watching. But if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I love hot sunny days like this and watching them drifting clouds, but it has been extremely hot. We've had a bit of a heat wave, and there's a bit of a drought going on, so the water levels have been dropping through some leaks and breaches, but they've been fixed. A few of them have, and there's a lot of water being lost through the locks. So the Canal River Trust are slowly closing a lot of the canals, locking down the lock flights, and to conserve water. The reservoirs are also getting very, very low, and we need a significant amount of rain, really months of rain, a couple of months of rain, maybe in a few days or a week, to top up them reservoirs, for the locks to be fully operational throughout the summer. But it has been that extreme that not long back I was in the boat, and it was on the night time, and it was about 36 degrees inside the boat. And honestly, it can get very, well, you must probably find this yourself, it can get very uncomfortable on hot nights, and especially in a steel boat. They do get really hot, and you have to have all the windows and doors open. But I decided that I had a tent I haven't really used at all, and I got it out and pitched it on the roof, and wow, what a difference. Just sometimes you have to do some strange things, you know, but putting the tent on top of the roof and sleeping out that night, it was a lot cooler, and I did manage to get some good sleep. And the great thing is you're closer to nature, and I could hear all the owls and all the bats, watch the bats flying about. This is what we have to do in life, isn't it? You know, when we're faced with some experiences that we're not comfortable with, we've got to try and find a way around it and make it more comfortable, more easier for us, more enjoyable. I love being out in nature's garden. It's beautiful, isn't it? Surrounded by this. But I also have my own little micro garden on board, my floating garden. And it's not just for the colour and the beautiful perfume. It's pollen for the bees and butterflies and all the wonderful insects. And without all these small little creatures, we would have a big problem. So it's good to look after them. And they say you've got to keep her watered, haven't you? I'd just like to say a really big thank you to everybody that's been sending well wishes to my mum, who's very poorly. Shortly after this film, I'm going to be going down to Droitwich to see her, and I'll pass on your well wishes. But again, thank you for everybody that's wished Mum well, and let's hope and pray that she will make a good recovery, and I'm sure she will. Thank you. Before the days of computers and mobile phones, I used to climb trees as a child. There's always something good about climbing up and getting higher up to the sky, higher up to the clouds. I always used to dream about flying through the clouds. There's something special about being higher up, closer to the sky. Something magical, unexplainable. My good friend PaoloC and musician invited me to go for a walk in the Peak District. And the Peak District is a magnificent place to go walking, and where you can really get high up, closer to the sky. I of course said yes, and we had a great day. I've just spotted a woodpecker on a post. Is that 2 woodpeckers? Oh wow. 2 woodpeckers. Just on the other side of the post. And the one's on the wire there. Beautiful. Generally you spot these in the trees, you know. But they're having a really good time here on that fence post. Thank you for joining me on board Inspired by Nature. If you've enjoyed the video, click the like button and also subscribe. Great way to support me. And also, I like my coffee. If you'd like to buy me a coffee and support me in that way, wonderful. Thank you very much, appreciated. And also you can find me on Patreon, where you get extra content and early viewing of all my episodes. Thank you for watching. I look forward to seeing you back on board Inspired by Nature, my beautiful floating home, very soon.